Real Housewives of London reveals August release date and drama-filled trailer featuring Dorinda Medley. The Real Housewives of London are ready to spill the tea, and they're coming to Hulu sooner than you think. The streamer revealed on Tuesday that the series is set to premiere on August 18th, with episodes dropping weekly thereafter. An official trailer has also dropped, promising plenty of high-stakes drama, a lavish vacation to a Scottish castle, and an appearance from former Real Housewives of New York City star Dorinda Medley. Towards the end of the clip, Medley, who lived in London for nearly a decade with her first husband, Ralph Lynch, appears with housewife Amanda Cronin, telling her, "You're being a cunny bitch, and I'm loving every second of it." Besides model-turned-entrepreneur Cronin, the Real Housewives of London cast includes former Ladies of London star Juliet Angus, previous Real Housewives of Jersey member Karen Lodrick-Peace, Miss Galaxy Universe winner Juliette Mayhew, High Society staple Panthea Parker, and ex-asset manager and current Cake Girl boss Nessie Welshing. At the end of the 10-episode run, the Real Housewives of London will culminate in what is sure to be a fiery reunion, hosted by comedian Catherine Ryan. Produced by Uda's UK Productions, made in Chelsea, a division of Universal Studio Group, The Real Housewives of London is the first-ever original series commissioned by Hulu, the all-reality SVOD service from NBC Universal, and marks the 30th installment of the iconic Real Housewives franchise. The Real Housewives franchise is distributed internationally by NBC Universal Formats. A div watch the trailer for Real Housewives of London below vision of Universal Studio Group. Watch the trailer for Real Housewives of London below. Artists Equity Inc.'s overall theatrical film agreement with Sony Pictures. Artists Equity, the independent studio founded by Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Jerry Cardinale, has signed an overall theatrical feature film agreement with Sony Pictures. Under the 3-year agreement, Sony will distribute the theatrical films globally, which will be developed and produced by Artists Equity. Sony will finance the films and handle all ancillaries, with Artists Equity having the option to co-finance individual projects. Artists Equity, in the short span of its existence, has proven remarkably adept at developing and producing high-quality commercial films, said Sony Pictures Motion Picture Group chairman and CEO Tom Rothman. "This is not a surprise to me, as I have known the two creative pros from Dover for many years and always admired their smarts, talent, and moxie. Now that Ben and Matt and their team have set their sights firmly on the high bar of the theatrical market, Sony is lucky as hell to be partnering with them. We look forward to making a bunch of hit films together." Artists Equity CEO Affleck added, "It's an enormously meaningful landmark for Artists Equity to be making films for theatrical release with Sony Pictures and in particular with Tom Rothman, with whom Matt and I go back more than 20 years. Tom has both a deep and abiding love for movies and an understanding of and appreciation for how they are made. I can't think of a better partner than Sony, which is fully in on the theatrical experience, as Artists Equity seeks to make films expressly meant to be seen in the cinema, with an audience. It's an honor to make films for the magical dark room where we come together with strangers to project our innermost secrets onto a screen, surrendering to a story together, agreeing to share the same flickering dream. I'm grateful for the opportunity to bring movies to a global audience with the entire expert Sony team." Upcoming Artists Equity releases include Joe Carnahan's R.I.P., an action film starring Matt Damon, Ben Affleck, Teyana Taylor, and Scott Adkins, Affleck's Animals, a thriller starring Affleck, Gillian Anderson, Stephen Yeun, and Kerry Washington, and Bill Condon's Kiss of the Spider-Woman, adapted from the 7 Tony Award-winning Broadway musical and starring Jennifer Lopez and Diego Luna. Artists Equity was launched in 2022, with Cardinale's Redbird said to have committed at least $100 million to funding the venture. Past releases from the company include Affleck's Air, starring Damon, Affleck, Jason Bateman, and Viola Davis, Doug Liman's The Instigators, starring Damon and Casey Affleck, Gavin O'Connor's The Accountant 2, starring Affleck, John Bernthal, J.K. Simmons, and Cynthia Addai Robinson, William Goldenberg's Unstoppable, starring Gerald Jerome, Jennifer Lopez, Michael Pena and Don Cheadle, and Tim Mullins. Small Things Like These, starring Cillian Murphy,